Okay, I'm going to call the meeting to order and ask Commissioner Kodesh to lead us with an invocation and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we come before you at the start of this meeting with gratitude for the opportunity to serve our community. Grant us wisdom in our decisions, clarity in our discussions, and a spirit of cooperation as we work for the good of all those we represent. Today we are especially honored by the presence of Ashley Crossan, the National Teacher of the Year. We give thanks for her dedication to education, her commitment to shaping young minds, and the example she sets for students and educators alike. May her work continue to inspire excellence, compassion, and a lifelong love of learning. Bless this meeting, guide our actions, and help us lead with integrity, humility, and purpose. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner. We have approval of the minutes of May 21st. Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Treasurer's report.
Good morning. Following bills are to be paid this period pending approval. Accounts payable with a total of $630,179.98. Payroll for the period $474,780.64. 911 account with checks and EFTs totaling $46,615.23. CDBG 2 checks totaling $10,127.20. CDBG Fund Home Program had 1 check for $18,900 even. Liquid Fuels Act 89 account, 1 check for $43.29, and that check was not a check, it was an EFT. Liquid Fuels, 1 check for $3,972.68. Act 137, $59.75, and finally CYS with a check for $101,400.11. Sorry about that.
Thank you, Diane. Is there a motion to pay these bills?
So moved.
Second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, those bills are paid.
Treasurer's report for the period beginning 5/20 and ending 6/2/2026. General account starting balance was $2,131,880.53. Total debits for the period, $569,136.34, giving us an ending balance of $1,596,056.25. And finally, the reserve account has $10,933,831.27.
Okay, any comments or questions to the treasurer?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor, say aye. Opposed? Okay, your report is accepted. Thank you. Meetings in advance, my list has been given to the Chief Clerk for Incorporation into the minutes. Commissioner Wise.
Attended the Veterans Picnic. It went very well at the new location. We're successful with that, and the Chief Clerk has the rest of my meetings and events.
Okay, Commissioner Cody.
Yes, I provided my list to the clerk as well. I'd like to welcome Jacob Traxler and Maddie Kleiner from MCTV here. Thank you for filming under summer vacation.
Yes, thank you very much. So you have your summer duds on. In deference to Ms. Crossan, I think we're going to just change the agenda a little bit and put the proclamation prior to public comment. So if you would, Commissioner Kodesh, would you read the proclamation for Ashley Crossan?
Certainly. Proclamation honoring Ashley Crossan, 2025 National Teacher of the Year. Whereas Ms. Ashley Crossan, a dedicated educator in the Mifflin County School District, has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to excellence in education, inspiring students, colleagues, and the broader community through her passion for teaching and learning. And whereas following her selection as the 2024 Pennsylvania Teacher of the Year, Ms. Crossan was chosen from among 56 outstanding educators representing each state and U.S. territories as the 2025 National Teacher of the Year, the most prestigious recognition bestowed upon educators in the United States. And whereas this distinguished honor presented to the Council of Chief State School Officers National Teacher of the Year program recognizes Ms. Crossan's exceptional skill, leadership, and dedication to the teaching profession at the highest national level. And whereas during her tenure as National Teacher of the Year, Ms. Crossan has served as a full-time ambassador for education, traveling across the country to elevate the teaching profession, advocate for students, and share her expertise and insights with diverse audiences. And whereas Ms. Crossan has spoken at more than 100 events nationwide, using her platform to highlight the critical role of educators, address the challenges facing today's classrooms, and inspire the next generation of teachers. And whereas her remarkable accomplishments reflect not only her individual excellence, but also the strength, dedication, and professionalism of the educators within the Mifflin County School District. And whereas Ms. Crossan's achievements bring great pride and distinction to Mifflin County, serving as a shining example of the impact that committed educators have on their students, communities, and the future of our nation. Now therefore be it resolved that the Mifflin County Board of Commissioners hereby recognizes and honors Ashley Crossan for extraordinary achievement as the 2025 National Teacher of the Year, and commends her for her outstanding service, leadership, and dedication to the field of education. And be it further resolved that we extend our sincere gratitude to Ms. Crossan for representing Mifflin County with distinction on the national stage. And we wish her continued success in all her future endeavors. Be it further resolved that a copy of this proclamation be presented to Ms. Crossan as a token of our appreciation and admiration. In witness whereof, we, the Mifflin County Board of Commissioners, have hereunto set our hands and caused the seal of the County of Mifflin to be affixed this 4th day of June, 2026. Mifflin County Commissioners Postal, Codish, and Wise. Make a motion to approve this proclamation.
Second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Ashley, you could say something, or we could just proceed to a photo.
I have a couple of things.
Put that in there.
The last time I was here, I didn't have anything prepared, so I tried to do my homework better this time. So good morning. Thank you for having me. And I really appreciate the honor and the recognition as I come to the end of my year of service, so I will finish on June 30th. And so the past few weeks and the next few weeks are a lot of reflecting and thinking about what comes next and where do we go from here. So when this all started, well, really it started in like 2023, but when I was named last spring, the director of the program, her name is Sarah Brown-Wessling, and she was the 2010 National Teacher of the Year. She worked with me to kind of like crystallize who I am and like what my identity is as a teacher and as an advocate and as a representative of education. Who did I want to be on the road this year, and how did I want to present myself? As she got to know me and my story, she quickly realized that the 2025 National Teacher of the Year wasn't really a person so much as she was a collective representation of an entire town. She said, "Your story isn't really about you, is it? It's about the place." And I said, "Yes, entirely." I am a very proud graduate of the Mifflin County School District, and I come from generations of school district workers. My grandparents were a secretary and a custodian in the district. My great-grandmother was a cafeteria worker. My stepmother was a paraprofessional. I grew up in the stands of the Lewistown Gymnasium, cheering on Uncle Kevin and the Lady Panther basketball team. My extended relations include teachers and principals in our district and even a former superintendent. So for my family, education has never been just an obligation. It has been a way of life, and most importantly, it has been a commitment to our community. Becoming a teacher here was my way of paying it forward and trying to give back to our community what had been given to me as a student here myself. This past year, as National Teacher of the Year, it has been a greater privilege than anything I could have dreamed. I didn't even know this existed prior to 2023, and then I just ended up in it somehow. But getting to share our schools and our stories, and most importantly, our incredible students with the rest of America hasn't just been my job, it has been a profound joy. To be able to shine a positive light on Mifflin County on a national stage has been the greatest opportunity that I will have in my career to serve my hometown. While I spent this year teaching on the road, truth is I spent as much time learning as I did teaching. I spent the year in classrooms and on college campuses, at national conferences, and even at international forums. I've had a front row seat to the global state of education and what that looks like firsthand in our classrooms. I've seen the systems, challenges, triumphs, and endless possibilities of what school can be. What excites me most, though, is that the best part of this journey has yet to come. As my year of service concludes, I am excited to return to Mifflin County School District. I get to bring all of that knowledge, inspiration, and perspective back home with me, not just to my classroom, but to my colleagues, to our district, and to our community as a whole. One of the first engagements that I had at the beginning of this past school year was also one of the hardest, most nerve-wracking requests that I had to fill. Our Chief Academic Officer, Mr. Stephen DeArmond, asked me to keynote at opening day for Mifflin County School District. And first of all, there is no room more difficult to talk to than a room full of teachers. We are very bad students. Our attention span is worse than theirs. But second of all, this room is filled with like the teachers and the administrators and the leaders and the people who mean so much. Like if there was any room where I wanted, everything I say to be exactly what people deserve, it was that one, and it was quite challenging. But I told them, all of my colleagues, teachers, faculty at Mifflin County then, exactly what I say to all of you now. This is the place. I serve as living proof of what Mifflin County is capable of, and over and over and over again, I got to share story after story of our town to show that I am not the exception. That in Mifflin County we have incredible people, talented, dedicated, visionary people who become incredible leaders and stewards and contributors, not just to our community, but to our state and to our country as a whole. And that is why I'm so proud to be a Mifflin County resident. My director was right. This year hasn't really been my story, it has been ours. I have spent 12 months advocating for 3.2 million teachers and 74 million children in America. But to do so, what I've really done is I've spent the past year proudly representing the educators, students, and families of Mifflin County. It has been the honor of a lifetime to have had this opportunity, and I am incredibly grateful for all of the support and encouragement that I've had from our community along the way. Every time I came back home from the road, I would run into somebody at the grocery store, at the coffee shop, asking, how's your year, how's it going, we're so proud of you, etc., etc. And that has been the motivation and joy that has taken me into the next trip and the next trip. And so it has been a wonderful year on the road, and I am incredibly happy and grateful for the support that I've had from this community and for the opportunity that I've had to hopefully represent all of us with great pride. So thank you for today, and thank you to our entire community for all of the support and for all of the stories.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley. We're very proud of you and of the school district.
Yes, me too.
Okay, we'll get back on our agenda and ask for any public comment. Any public comment for this morning?
Yeah, I'd like,
Please, yes, please. And if you could just say your name.
my name's Mike Snook.
I think we know how to spell that.
I'd like to know which direction we're taking with the new the Veteran Affairs Office.
Is that a comment?
I'd like to ask the question.
Well, this is time for comment, so I
Okay, well,
assume.
my comment is, I hope your new direction is not your old direction, because that man cost me $40,000.
Okay.
So I really hope that's not the case. Because come election time, we need the veterans voted.
Thank you, Mr. Snow. Okay, we know how to spell M-A-N-N also.
Ed Man. I promised my wife this morning I wasn't going to speak this morning, but I can't keep my mouth shut. So, first of all, I received a phone call from Jim on Tuesday telling me that he had been terminated. And that afternoon, I made a phone call to the commissioner's office, and thanks to Commissioner Wise for returning my call. Actually, he took the call. First of all, I want to make it clear, as the president of the Mifflin County Veterans Organization, we don't have a dog in this fight. You made a personnel decision. I don't need to know the reasoning behind it. I had three concerns when I spoke with Noah. One of them was what is being done to take care of veterans in the interim, and he explained that to me. Secondly, I didn't want it to divide our Mifflin County Veterans Organization. We get anywhere from 100 to 110 veterans at each monthly meeting, which shocks a lot of people that we get that many people at a monthly meeting. I don't want it to divide that organization. That organization has done a lot of good for veterans, and we had a lot of support from Jim. And prior to him becoming the County Veteran Services Officer, a lot of support as the treasurer, and continued to act as the treasurer for the organization. My concern is now, because of this, he may resign from that position, which puts me in a position that I've got to be able to deal with that bump in the road. And my other concern is that Jim had a conversation with Commissioner Courthouse about issues related with the aging office. And I asked Noah if he could get us an answer prior to our next meeting. I'm happy to say that I did receive a telephone call yesterday from the director of the Office of Aging. She explained some things to me, explained to me that's in regulation. I did ask her if she would send me a link to the regulations and the state law so I could read it myself. I haven't received that email yet. We also discussed the possibility of her attending one of our monthly veterans meetings so she can explain the process. And that's where I stand on the issue. Again, I want to make it clear, the veterans organization, look, I'm good friends with Jim and everybody else involved with that organization. I don't want the veterans organization to be put in the middle of whatever's going on. And that's my biggest concern. I want to keep the wheels on the train and keep the train headed in the right direction with the veterans organization. And that's all I have. And again, I kind of envisioned in my mind when I called on Tuesday that the three of you stood in the atrium flipping a coin, deciding who was going to take my call. And I appreciate the fact that Noah took my call and gave me some answers that I was looking for. Thanks.
Thank you. Just to reiterate, we are also dedicated to the veterans in Mifflin County and pledge that they deserve excellent service. And
by leaving the position open now, how's that doing that?
You want to come up here?
No, I asked my question. By having that position open right now, how are you pledging to serve as the veterans?
Well, take your comment and put it into the minutes. This is not a question and answer time. This is
When is the question and answer time for this?
This is the time for public comment. Your comment is duly noted.
Swap under the rug. Thank you.
Any other public comment? Okay. Then we'll move on to purchase and service agreement.
Good morning.
Good morning, Nicole.
The first one is for Wardell and Associates out of Bellefonte, PA. They're also known as Fix. They offer family reunification and preservation services to families in Mifflin County, as well as independent living and family group decision making. Their lowest rate is $70.89 per hour, and the highest is $98.06 per hour. The next one is Justice Works out of Allentown, Pennsylvania. They offer in-home anger management and case management services to families in Mifflin County, as well as a girls group. Their lowest rate is $103 per hour, and the highest is $109.62 per hour. The next provider is Robert Covell Esquire out of Huntington, PA. He provides guardian ad litem services to children in the custody of Mifflin County Children and Youth at $85 per hour. Baxter and Capon out of Huntington, PA, provides backup solicitor services to the agency if needed at $85 per hour. The next one is Avanco out of Reston, Virginia. It's a company that manages our child welfare information system. Their lowest rate is $2,220.10, and the highest rate is $42,552.05. And then the last one is Mark Remy, also an Esquire out of Lewistown, who provides guardian ad litem services to children in the custody of Mifflin County Children and Youth at $85 per hour.
Okay, can you expand on the Avanco request?
So Avanco is an information technology and software integration firm that makes we have a system called CAPS where we pretty much put everything into that we do. And Avanco is the vendor for CAPS that makes it so that our information basically is communicated to the state. The highest rate, I believe, is like the overall cost of it, and then the lowest rate is like maintenance fees at times.
So it's big, obviously, a range here, okay, that we're looking at from 2220 to 42,000. What do you have a feel for what the cost actually is going to be?
So I believe that the cost is the $42,000, but then there are times that they do maintenance things that there might be additional costs, and it's really guided by the state.
Are we going to have a contract? Are we going to have a contract? Do we have a contract, or will we?
We've had a contract with Avanco, but I believe this is one that we do like every so many years. And most counties, not every county, but the largest amount of counties in Pennsylvania use CAPS and contract with Avanco to manage that so that the state gets our information. And I believe that the 42,000, like Lancaster pays way more than 42,000. Like I believe the 42,000 that we pay is based on like the amount of data and the size of the county and those kinds of things.
Partially reimbursable?
Yes.
Anything else for Nicole?
Motion to approve the item.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, Nicole.
Yep, thank you.
The sub-recipient agreement for CDBG with Armagh Township in Madison.
Good morning.
Morning.
This sub-recipient agreement is project-specific for the Armagh Township Public Walking Trail Improvements. It is for federal fiscal year 2022. Armagh Township reviewed and approved the sub-recipient agreement on Monday at their meeting. So now we are bringing it here for county approval. This project is, as of now, only funded by 1 year of CDBG funding. It's to pave the walking trail around the Armagh Township Municipal Building to allow seniors to have better access and be able to use the trail.
What's do you know the schedule of events? I mean, is this a project that's going to start this summer?
Yes, so we had to request an extension for our 2022 contract. So for this project, we have the expend date is September 30th, 2026. We had a bid opening for this project on Monday, so it's in progress. We're hoping to have it done soon. So before September 30th of this year, it should be done.
Okay. Anything else for Ashley? Madison.
Ashley Madison.
Yeah.
Is that?
Go ahead.
Second. You're doing first.
You're doing the first.
You'll-
Kevin will do the second.
Motion's
Okay, all those in favor of a sub-recipient agreement for the CDBG fiscal year 2022? Any opposed? All right. Approved, thank you.
Thank you.
Jim Letier, we have a letter of amendment number 8 for the West Railroad Bridge, and this is the bridge serving Lumber City.
Yes, this letter of amendment is for, let me back up. The county has been designated the local sponsor for this project. We are responsible for processing payments to the engineering construction firm for the project. In the PennDOT's ECMS system, PennDOT has requested that the county amend the amount of eligible funding that is to be reimbursed to us in order for us to pay the contractor and the engineer for inspection services in the construction of the bridge, which is currently underway. On Exhibit A03 of the document, the amount previously in Amendment 7 was $826,400, and it is to be amended to $3,577,837. The total project cost for this bridge is $4,372,437.
Okay, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. It seems like this maybe has been done before.
7 times before.
Okay. Questions for Jim? Is there a motion to approve the letter of amendment number 8?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Okay, thank you, Jim. You can continue and present the annual report.
The municipality's planning code requires the county planning commission to prepare an annual report summarizing the activities of the planning commission and our department and present it to the county commissioners for acknowledgement purposes only. The planning commission recommended forwarding the report at their May 28th meeting. I'm proud of our department and the staff we have. They work hard, and we accomplish quite a bit of activity during each year.
Yeah, I was going to comment on that. There's a lot of activity that has been done in 2025. I encourage everybody to read this. It's quite lengthy, but it also really is a comprehensive report of the work that the planning office has done. I assume it's going to be on our website.
Yes.
And if anybody needs or wants hard copies, call the commissioners of the planning commission or stop in, because you'll have hard copies available.
We will.
Okay, anything else for Jim? Okay, a motion to acknowledge the annual report for 2025.
So moved. Second.
Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Okay, that motion carries. Thank you, Jim.
Well,
We have some personnel items. We have the retirement of Robert Johnson from Corrections Officer. We have the resignation of Nicholas Boudenslager from Deputy Sheriff. Promotion of Bailey McCall from CYS caseworker number 1 to caseworker number 2. We have the hiring of Pete Churro for Deputy Sheriff. Is there a motion to approve these 4 personnel items?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye. Opposed? That motion carries. Our agenda is complete, and this meeting is adjourned.